Welcome, welcome. It is Tuesday. It is Bare Feet Live Day. You know the drill. It's my favorite day. Today we're going to be dancing, so I am so excited to have movement today again. We will be having an incredible traveler next week, a few different travelers and dancers next week, so please tune in. But as we are preparing for our guests to join us, I want to do a little bit of housekeeping because it's been a while since we danced. And for those of you who are new to Bare Feet Live, welcome, welcome. I'm Michela Malazzi. Bare Feet Live was started at the beginning of the pandemic when, I'm going to move this over just a little bit, the beginning of the pandemic when we couldn't travel anymore. We couldn't travel around the world. We couldn't get on a plane and go somewhere. And I thought, when are we going to be filming again? You know, I love making my show. I love meeting you guys around the world dancing. I love making new friends by dancing with strangers. So what better way to continue this mission of staying connected through dance and music than by dancing with either friends that I know and dance family that I have around the world that you may have seen in some of our episodes, and meeting some new friends. Today we're going to be actually dancing with a dear friend of mine, old friend of mine. We used to teach together in New York City, and we've performed together, and she is just an incredible dancer. But before we get to that, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's joining us now. We have David, hello, Eric from Texas, Shirley from New York City, Elizabeth, thank you so much for joining us. We have the Ewan family, thank you. Saying, hi, glad we're having Iranians dance with Michela. Yes, we're doing Persian dance today. I love, Mr. Ewan, that you are so tuned in. I hope you and Mrs. Ewan are dancing with us. Everyone on here, tell us where you're coming from. We're so excited to be having our guest today. She is an incredible dancer. She does a plethora of dances. We're going to see her perform. She's going to talk to us about her dance background. We've actually danced together with a bunch of choreographers and dancers within the New York City family of dancing, including Bollywood, including Pizzica, including all of these amazing, amazing dances. We have Philip from Washington State, Michelle from Maryland, hello. Crystal from Las Vegas, mahalo, thank you always for being with us. We have Roseanne from Delray Beach, Florida. Eric, I hope you're recovering. I know you had your rib. And yes, unfortunately, Jacques Pepin's wife passed away this week. Another fellow host, legendary host on PBS. His dear wife passed away this week, so we are sending our condolences to him and his family. But we are going to be dancing today, and so I am super excited. Again, before we get to dance with our guest, I just hope that you guys are enjoying all of these Bare Feet Lives that we're doing. Our guest today is our 39th guest. That means we've been doing this for 39 weeks, which is unbelievable to me that we've been doing this for 2/3 of a year. And I'm just so grateful for all of you joining us. I'm so grateful for all of our guests that have been on with us. We have never yet repeated a style of dance, which is incredible. So if you go to our website to travelbarefeet.com, you can check out all of our past Bare Feet Lives. We've done Irish Sean-Nós dance in Killarney, Ireland. We've done samba in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil with our good friend Kenya Ribeiro. We've also done tap dance. We've done Puerto Rican bomba. We've done contemporary dance. We've danced in Italy. We've done Tanzanian dance, the Haya dance from Tanzania. So many dances. We are traveling the world through dance. And with all of that, I am personally doing this so I can still feel connected with the rest of the world, but also I just miss traveling and I miss dancing with everybody. So I'm just so glad you're here. Hello, Chris from Kingston, New York. Thank you. Thank you. I think our guest is about ready. We hope she is. Yes, she is about ready. So I'm going to introduce you to a beautiful, beautiful dancer, friend, performer. I met this woman when I first started teaching dance in New York City. Oh my gosh, I'm aging myself now, like 15 years ago. She is part of my dance family. But I'm so excited to bring in Julia Kulakova. Let's see if we could get her in. Julia, hello. Hi, my dear.
Hello.
How are you? I'm going to do this while I get to talk to you for a little bit. For everybody here, this is Julia Kulakova. She is a dancer, choreographer, performer. Look at her beautiful outfit that she's wearing today. Today we're going to be doing Persian dance. But before we start dancing and because you're going to show us a little bit of Persian dance, and before we get to learn a little bit about what Persian dance is, I want to know about your dance career and your dance journey, because I've seen you perform and teach and do so many incredible things that are so diverse. This is what I love about you as a teacher and a performer. Like every time I see you perform, it's a different style of dance on a different stage with different, it's just beautiful. So tell us a little bit about yourself and who you are and how dance is part of your life.
I am a performer trained in Russian musical theater. So that's basically, for me, that describes it. Musical theater implies that the dancer is able to jump in any production and embody the spirit of the various dances. So, for example, we've done Hungarian, we've done Native American, we've done classical Indian, we've done Greek and Eskimo dancing as a part of my repertoire, as well as from there through our training in jazz and ballet, stemmed all of the variations we've done. I've been impersonating or playing up the radiation, all in the white, and that was in a production which was related to Chernobyl explosion.
Right.
So that was a drama play in which we performed our part to offset realistic acting. So we performed our variations on what would radiation do to people, and so on and so forth. So I was fortunate that I was coached by the top Russian specialists who had great inkling not only in classical ballet but hip hop, and simultaneously. So I really loved the time in the musical theater, both studying and performing, because it's very challenging, of course. It's also not to be taken lightly. Right now, I'm amazed how many people I see at the So You Think You Could Dance who are versed in not one style of dancing. But it's not lost on me that this is still amazing because, as you know, ballet teaches turnout and jazz teaches parallel. And I remember being yelled at when once in a production of kind of like a freestyle theater performance, I was warming myself up with jazz before the show. And the choreographer, which made the choreography basically based on ballet, but very not really super strict. That's why I felt like, well, jazz will be just fine.
Yeah.
I remember that she saw me and she really yelled at me, why would I do jazz warm up for the production, which is kind of a movement, but more of a ballet-ish. I mean, for her, probably was like really ballet.
Right.
A little bit like, okay, so this is kind of ballet-ish. So I didn't dwell into that one. I was just like, okay, fine, guess what?
I'll do my first and second positions turned out. Yes.
Right. We didn't. That was none of this was in the production, so I didn't feel like warming that one up. So, but spine was there anyway. So anyway, it's again, but that was an example that she was right in essence. If that would be more serious stuff, of course, this is big difference. The spine is different. The spine is more stiff and vertical in ballet, and definitely all very loose and juicy in jazz. So this is already two different things. If the spine is loose, the stiff spine turns not coming so easy.
Right.
So it's not just the requirements. It's a certain certain specifics which important, and then the person who could master balletic posture and pirouettes and have the jazz spine and isolations. Wow, this is it's an incredible achievement. So just for all of you who listen, and I know Michaela is also kind of like on my team, she understands it because she's deep in there. But yeah, so dancers who speak the 2 languages or even more, they are, it's just as impressive as people who speak different languages, different foreign languages.
Yeah. Well, everybody joining us, thank you, Julia. We're with Julia Kulakova. She's a dancer, performer of, like she was saying, various styles of dance from all over the world. Your incredible training for Russian musical theater. But I'd love for you, because today we're going to do some Persian dance. So before we see your beautiful performance and get a taste of what it's going to be like, can you tell us what is Persian dance?
Great question. Persian dance is gotten through huge turmoil due to the changing of the regime and the variations in philosophy and religion. So very, very tough. So the dance in general, authentic dance, meant to preserve the culture. Before the photography in general was invented, people transitioned their interactions through art, but the art is stiff, right? The art on the walls of the caves or even on the canvas. So you could guess how people moved or interacted, but it's just a guess. In the sense of how dance is transitioned, so people had that energetic understanding. What was that to live in a big open space where you could breathe with the chest open? Or what would that mean to live continuously in some small constricted environment? That's just very basic. In between the genders, what does it mean to actually, can you embrace the lady who is not your wife? Or you could not even touch her hand, like some Caucasian dances go, like Georgian, for example. So they don't even touch the girl, they go around the girl. That is reflecting how the culture went. And this is, sure, maybe the photographer will just bring them together and they will stay together like this. So, but in the dance, we actually, but we may not get the sense of it through the photography, but through the dance, we actually get the sense of that delicacy of the acknowledgement of the genders. Variations on, so go back to Persian dance. So all of this, unfortunately, not transitioned to us in the volume which I'm familiar with from my Russian heritage, and how people from all 15 former republics preserve their cultures, just because the culture went through turmoil and a lot of cultural mannerisms were deemed taboo at any given time, till the point that dance itself deemed taboo. And still, I don't know, maybe you are not all of your listeners and spectators know that in Iran, people could get into jail for dancing.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
It's just insane. And that also a reflection. So let's think about it, not from the point that the people will allowed to do whatever, and this is just this restriction, blah blah blah. Let's dwell into it. Why is that? Because again, dance, it's actually from the cultural wisdom. the authorities, even though restrictive as they are, they understand that dance is the personification of the energy, and the energy in the body, the freedom in the body. This is what they're afraid of.
Wow. Julia, you are like schooling us right now. I love this so much. I love it. For everybody joining us, we're with Julia Kulakova. We could talk about this all day, but I know that everyone's chomping on the bit. They want to dance. They want to see you dance. They want to learn the dance. So everybody here, we're with Julia Kulakova, choreographer, dancer, performer. Today, she is going to be teaching us some Persian dance. And before she teaches us, she's going to do a beautiful performance. I'm going to change this so that we can see her. You don't have to see me so well. And then this will give us a little taste of what we're going to learn. Of course, we are beginners. I'm going to be a student along with all of you. But we're going to let Julia perform. And we're going to watch this performance to see what we can expect and what Persian dance looks like. So take it away, Julia.
So just a disclaimer. So I'm going to show the classical style, and this is, you could see how it's more intricate. So we will definitely approach it a little bit in the more comprehensive way. So, but just let me just see if I get the if Michaela, check out the sound right now. If that will do. Good not. No, not yet. How was that?
Good.
Okay. So
good.
I think we got away without the Bluetooth.
I think we're good. Yeah.
So, okay. Here we are. I think we'll in place.
Yes, beautiful. Oh my gosh, that was gorgeous. Julia Kulakova, everybody. Oh, she's gonna go change. While Julia is off for a second, I'm gonna remove her for a minute. That's Julia Kulakova. She just did a beautiful classical Persian dance performance for us. She is gonna change out of her outfit and she's going to teach us some beginner dance for Persian dance. So I hope you're all ready, all warmed up, ready to go. For everybody on here, we're going to do a quick shout out to everybody who joined us. Since our last shout outs, we have Matt here, we have Rocio, Thank you so much for being here. We have Maureen from New York City, Rosalba from Connecticut. What's up, girl? Grace from Jersey. David, thank you so much for being here always. Evelyn, Ava. David, you're from Tulsa. Thank you always for being here. I'm going to bring Julia back in. Joey from House of Possibilities. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us. Kira, thank you. Thea, thank you for being here. So I think we're ready to dance. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap us so you can see Julia. I'm going to be a student along with all of you. So Julia is our expert. She is the teacher. I'm here to take the class. I'll ask questions every once in a while if we need any clarification, but Julia's here. I want you to try this. This is what Bare Feet Live is all about, is to meet some incredible friends of mine and family who I consider travel and dance family, and for them to share their love of dance and their artistry with us. So Julia, thank you so much. That was a gorgeous performance, and we're ready. I'm ready to start.
Okay. So I know that there is a different plethora of experiences on the other side of the camera. And I'm going to adhere to this. So let's start first with figuring out the specifics. What you saw, again, as I mentioned, is the classical Persian dance. You may find a little specifics of ballet, a little flavor of ballet in that. That comes with all classical styles, positioned stuff. And we will not start with this one. We will start with slightly different situation. Persian dance is very healing, one of authentic practices. And specifically right now, we're going to do the moves which emphasize the movement of the arms, and hence they moving the energy from the arms into the lungs and the heart and out through the fingers, back and forth. So it's actually great immunity building dance. So let's try it. We're going to create various geometric shape. Again, Persian dance coming from a rich culture which produced a lot of knowledge in mathematics and geometry. So first, we're going to create inhale into the chest and let the arms float up. Let's meet the wrists together and you could allow the pinkies also to touch, possibility, and then release. That one is going on top of your head. Inhale, soft fingers, and exhale, inhale, even high up. Pinky may be touching, but the wrists are definitely. And then from here, we're going to reverse it, and we're going to soften the chest. Let the arms roll and go through the center of the body. Inhale, lift up the arms right above the top of the head and roll the palms going through the front. And keep rolling, 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 rolling. Beautiful job. Inhale upwards, and wrists are touching, and then you're rotating the wrist. Those of you who cannot lift the arms comfortably up, you could totally do it in the middle. So same thing exactly. You're going to rotate the wrist. Inhale, and this is like a big hug. You're going to inhale, expand, and hug. Something you probably cannot think about anything else because you in your own body, I mean anybody else to hug, but think about the universal energy you're bringing into your body. Inhale, chest opens, and bring the wrist up. Very, very good. Excellent job. One more time. Inhale, and let's try up above the head. Inhale, opens the chest, arms are reaching away, you touching the wrist and rotating straight down. Beautiful job. So when you're doing that effort on the inhale, if that's a strong one, you could absolutely relax the elbows and the shoulders and let the wrists roll smoothly and release straight down, softly release. Beautiful. Fantastic. We're going to add on, we're going to move the arms. So extending the arms, fingertips pointing straight down. And right now we're just checking out. One arm goes down deeper and the other one goes down deeper. One goes down deeper and the other one goes down deeper. Fantastic. One and the other. Now straighten the torso, straighten the spine. We're going to get the arms a little bit on the diagonal. And right now, obviously, one is longer than the other. We're going to change it. Reach and untwine. So that comes out of my legs plugging down and out of me pulling belly button in. So I'm going to pull in and out, pull in and out. Very nice. Pull in and out. So far, so good.
Yeah.
This arm is longer. We're going to reach towards it, and we're not going to pull the other one that much. So they both equally extended. Now we're going to rotate the palms up and rotate the palms down. Excellent job. So now we're creating a spiral. We're scooping and extending a little bit. With the spiral difference from the rotation, rotation usually implies just the movement in place. That's rotation. The spiral goes out a little bit, reaching out and releasing. So you're scooping a little bit towards you, elbows softening, and then you're reaching out. Beautiful job. So the spiraling movement and energy goes through your arms, and that relates to all of the structure of the arms, because we are fabulously endowed with various joints who want to dance. Give the elbow the dance, give the shoulder the dance. Very nice. And we're going to inhale into the chest and give the heart the dance, and softly twist away. Notice my palms facing down. I'm going to spiral and lift and release, spiral and lift and release, spiral and lift and release, spiral and lift. Switch the direction. So we're going to scoop, spiral and lift, and twist the torso. Notice the meaning of this gesture. How does it look to you?
Stop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something definitely not exactly. Well, usually Persian dance as the entertainment when it's done. So this is a part of the more of the maiden's dance. So this is a part of the flirtation stuff. But this is part of the spiral just as well. You could emphasize that, or you don't have to. It's just the same thing what we did. So, gentlemen on the call, by all means, continue with that spiral. It's fantastic. If you're wondering, it's fantastic for actually tennis elbow treatment and rotator cuff treatment. But you could actually play a little bit like this. Well, when else we could get to do it, though wearing mask actually made us use more eyes.
Right.
Up and down, up and down. Beautiful job. So we're going to up and down to the other side, up and down. But again, up and down already should not cut it for you. You spiraling, right? Up, out, down, with the whole body, out and down, the whole body. The chest moves towards the direction of your fingers, and then you softening. Beautiful job. Up, down, excellent. Can we do it with the music? And we're going to modify it a little bit towards the playful nature of the Persian dance. And do this move as well as some other ones, but I wouldn't be speaking too much. I'm not sure if that comes through. I will try. But
okay.
Just
I love it so much, Julia. We just went for it. We just went for it.
Now you got the flavor. You didn't get something. I know this. This is totally natural. So let's check it out. So I bet you flavored. You started recognizing some patterns. So there are a lot of moves which people considering as belly dance. Well, belly dance is a genetic term. It's a performance dance which done in specific setting. It's like it does draw from very different cultures, and Persian specific move, which is the upward and downward figure eight on the side. Mm-hmm. It's a very specific Persian move, made its way into belly dance. Mm-hmm. It's not like really super famous. So obviously this one, hip lifting and playing those spicy beats in the music and tender drum rolls with the hips, that's absolutely also could be taken into belly dance performance. But in fact, this is very specific, and this is just gives you the pleasure of being your own jazz orchestra. So let's start with those two. So we're going to get the ball of the foot on the floor, and we're going to pump the hip up. So do it strongly. Do it like you're lifting weights. And then that, first of all, it's great for the bone density building. It's great for us sitting right nowadays in the in isolations. So I'm on the ball of the foot, and I pump the whole weight of my side of the hip up, 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 up. Very nice. And now with the beat, we're going to just get into that flavor a little bit quicker. Up, 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 if the beat is heavier and stronger downward beat, we're going to play it up, down, and down, and down, and down. Bend the supporting leg. That's a common mistake because unfortunately differences for those of you coming from the West, and right now even Iran is also quite westernized. So we westernization basically for us usually means uprooting. So we want to be grounded. We want to focus around us to be grounded, right?
Yeah.
But it's more pleasant to deal with the people who are down to earth, have common sense, and not head in the cloud, but grounded. So let's ground ourselves, and we'll receive those people. Law of attraction. So let's drop down with the weight of the pelvis. That also implies playing a little bit from internal controls, releasing the pelvic floor, and then we go into lift up from there. So you're sitting heavily on that supporting leg, and then the working leg has to work a little bit stronger. Up, 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 and then down. We're working for full relaxation. We already grounded on one side. Up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Check me out. It looks like I'm actually kind of like telling you something. So this is an attitude move, and it could be really, really heavy on the meaning, or it could just be I'm settling myself down.
Right.
So dancing, this is spectacular. Let's try the other hip. Inhale, and with the exhale, release down. Inhale, lift up a little bit. We always do this. Our whole body rises up on the inhale, and then we're going, chest stays up, but the pelvis goes down. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 down. This is great. We got this one, I'm pretty sure. And then we will try to add what's on the top. So we could still play without twisting and spiraling. So we got that right. So we're still spiraling. Or we could go from above. It's almost flamenco flavor. So you're making the middle finger, which relates to the heart. We're making the middle finger curling. We pull in, and then we reverse that. We retrace it. And the measure of the quality of this is the looseness and the least of the working. I know for all of the trained dancers, it's like, okay, so I'll curl, I flex, I pull, I extend, and then I release. Right. So Michele knows. So, and in here, we're trying to get it with a little bit of the casual looseness. That would be spectacular, because if we take it from me, I'm a trained dancer, so my first approach was like this. So and then I found incredible. It's also developing of the skill, of course. But right now, today, if we just grabbing it, it's not better than we tapping and texting. But we would like to have a release from this. Play for that release. Over and 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 release. So this, we could dress up. Over and release. Over. Very good, very good, very good, Michele. Very good, and release. Over and release. Over and release. Well, the music is jazzy, right? It would be unfair to interpret that beautiful music with just one direction. 1, 2, 1, 2. We have to add something, because this one goes across the melody, right? So let's do that. They're going 1, 2, 1, release, 1, release, and this is still up. Let's do up. Up is usually easy, unless if you got down, really down, then go down and do that same thing. Do that syncopation. 1 and 2, 1 and release, 1 and release. Very good. To the other side. Up, 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 up. Very nice. Over and release. over, full circle and release, over and release, over, and now not a full circle, over. So the full circle will be here, over, and then release.
Ah, okay.
Over and then release. That will get you more in that freedom rather than I'm just rotating to the wear and tear of the joints. So a little bit softer, because there is some soulfulness in the music altogether. And so far we notice we're not using classical music, we're just using another one. So stepping, I know you would like to exercise in speed, and I just want to get you to get some material, and then we do another bout of dancing. So we would like to use this stepping. So it's diagonal cross, point, and then you turn yourself into the diagonal. Let me step back a little bit. So diagonal cross, point, push. Cross, point, push yourself. While you're pushing yourself, try to keep the spine vertical. Very nice. I will do 2 more steps this direction. So definitely concentrate on my hands. So I'm keeping my verticality. Cross, point, move yourself up. Cross, point, use that foot. Beautiful job. Very nice. So I'm turning my back to you. You could follow me. So we're going to swivel like this. It's a very waltzy step. So we could just play with 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, push, 1, 2, push, 1, 2, push. So far, so good.
Yeah.
So we're going to add the arms to this at this point. So let's do very simple arms, just folding, and this is that same spiral. You're going up and down, but again, instead of rotating, you're going up, down with a little bit of extension through the wrist and the elbow. So that will be in a very typical supporting fashion. So I'm supporting my elbow while my arm goes into that spiral. And Michaela would also recognize this is also a very, very largely used move in Bollywood dancing, in Indian folkloric dances. And this is a lot of cross-cultural exchange between northern India and the Iranian cultures. So this is all through Iranian countries. So going flip and coil, flip and coil. So let's try to do that. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. If you have a ballet training, epaulement and port de bras a little bit would be super helpful. Notice how my torso trails. And here, you're also noticing it because the cultural dressing is very specific. That feather makes my line longer, right?
Yeah.
This is also smart cultural thinking, right?
Yeah.
And we could elongate, whether you have a feather or not, keep elongating. And we're going to go a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Twisting the belly from side to side, pushing yourself with the legs and pushing. Very good. Go, 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 go. Very nice. Twisting and pushing, twisting, 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 twisting. Remember, it's a 3-step. Beautiful job. Inhale, exhale. Let's try to play with this one.
I think this we have time just for this last one, Julia. We have time just for this last set of dance.
Okay.
It's okay, because Thursday, everybody on here, we're going to be joining Julia again on Thursday, Bare Feet Live on our Instagram, and we're going to continue this lesson for the other style. So this is perfect. Absolutely perfect. Yeah.
We would do a little bit more of a whirling.
Yeah. So everybody on here, we are with Julia Kulakova. We're doing Persian dance. This will be our last time dancing here on our Facebook and YouTube Live, but you can join us Thursday on Bare Feet Live on Instagram. So let's try all these moves. I love all this. I love all this, Julia. I love it.
So remember everybody. So the more you spiral and let the arms go in and out, the better that is for the lung and the heart. And that's your duty to take care of your body. And then if you start pedaling and pushing from that back leg, really pushing to get the chest up, that would be fantastic. And you will feel how you travel. So that's the thing. And then play all of the accents. If you find some interpretation of the small beats, which I didn't show, just use them.
Love it. Love it.
دریای من نازنین عاشق عزیز دلم تو همه دقایق دریا خانوم که همیشه پاکه اونی که براش دل من هلاکه دریا خانوم که دلش یه دریاست جای دوری نیست خیلی وقت اینجاست بیریا و پاک واسه من فرشته وقتی با منه زندگی فرشته دریای من خود سر نوشته دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانم چه متین و مهربونه محرم دلم اگه نباشه نمیشه زنده باشه این دریا خانم منیشه دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانم چه متین و مهربونه دریای من آره واقعی و راسته دریا خانم همیشه کارش درسته تو شبای پرترانه چه خوب ازش شنیدن با نگاهی عاشقونه دنیا رو دوباره دیدن دریای قصه خوب بود دریای من چه بهتر دریای قصه زیبا دریای من قشنگتر دریای ما کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر دریای ما کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر 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 دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانم چه متین و مهربونه محرم دلم اگه نباشه نمیشه زنده باشه این دریا خانم منیشه دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانم چه متین و مهربونه دریای من آره واقعی و راسته دریا خانم همیشه کارش درسته تو شبای پرترانه چه خوب ازش شنیدم با نگاهی عاشقونه دنیا رو دوباره دیدن دریای قصه خوب بود دریای من چه بهتر دریای قصه زیبا دریای من قشنگتر دریای ما کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر دریای ما کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر کاشکی با ما باشه بیشتر 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 دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانوم چه متین و مهربونه محرم دلم اگه نباشه نمیشه زنده باشه این دریا خانوم منیشه دریای من عزیز دلم میمونه دریا خانوم چه متین و مهربونه دریای من آره واقعی و راسته دریا خانوم همیشه کارش درسته دریای ما همیشه کارش درسته دریای ما همیشه کارش درسته
Woo! Brava! Oh, wow. Love it, love it, love it. Julia Kulakova, she is Persian dancer.
Audience, how they did. Yeah.
You know, what's amazing is that I love that we can just follow you. We try, right? And the point is my blood is flowing right now. I feel good. I may not have picked up every single step, but I loved the flowiness of it, the elegance of it. There were so many movements that I recognized from belly dance, from Bollywood, from all these different influences. It's just so much fun. Yes.
Exactly. So, and what makes teaching this a very worthy experience from my perspective of everything is connected, to actually give people the understanding that we are connected. We are not that different. We do have differences, but we blend in the similar things, and maybe we come up with different variations on this, but it's still similar things. So we have much more in common than sometimes we think. And through dance, it becomes more obvious, because it's like, no, this is Persian, this is Indian, or this is flamenco. So how can that be any similarity? Well, guess what?
Guess what? For everybody on here, if you want to take, because Julia teaches classes in New York, but now because of COVID, a lot of classes online, you can go to find her on Facebook at Julia Kulakova Performing Artist. Please find her. And Julia, you're going to be with us this Thursday again. So I hope you all can join us this Thursday, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, on our Instagram Live, which is at Travel Bare Feet. I'm going to be posting that on our Facebook and YouTube. Julia, thank you so much. It's been wonderful dancing with you again. It's been so long. For everybody on here, thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you Thursday. And everyone, be well, be safe, wear your masks, stay warm, dance with us. Spread some joy, spread some love, and go take some of Julia's classes at her Julia Kulakova Performing Artist on Facebook. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.